Would you guys believe me if I told you that this entire surf and turf dinner cost me less than $40 to make in under an hour? I know it seems hard to believe, but stick around and I will show you exactly how to get it done. First, take your steak and scallops out of the fridge and let them sit on the countertop for about 30 to 45 minutes to come closer to room temperature. After the steak has rested, pat completely dry on both sides with a paper towel and season heavily with salt. These are like the 3 most important steps when it comes to cooking a good steak. Once you nail this little steak prep routine, it's almost impossible to mess it up, so make sure to follow these. And if you found any of these helpful or have any additional tips for me, let me know in the comments below because I do love trying out new methods and hearing from you guys. Now let's move on to the scallops. So it's basically the same routine with one additional step. Scallops come with this little muscle called the adductor muscle, which is actually how they open and close their shells. However, this part is pretty tough and unpleasant to eat, so we gotta remove them. Thankfully, it's super easy to spot and you just have to delicately peel it off like a sticker. Then follow the same routine, letting them rest, patting completely dry, like bone dry, and seasoning them with salt and pepper. The salt on both your steak and scallops will continue to draw out moisture, so just be sure to have a paper towel handy so you can dry them once more before cooking. Now let's move on to the potatoes. I've got 2 russet potatoes here, and I'm just going to go ahead and peel all of the skin off. I like russet potatoes, but you could also use golden potatoes, sweet potatoes, whatever you like best. Next, cut them into equal sized cubes, maybe like 1 inch or so, I don't know. Just as long as they're relatively the same size so that they cook equally. Next, take all of the potato cubes and toss them into a large pot and fill with just enough water to fully submerge them. Add in a ton of sea salt and cook on medium heat for about 20 to 25 minutes or so. You'll know when they're done when you can easily pierce them with a fork. Now onto the best part, which are the lemon asparagus. Take your asparagus out of the packaging and chop off about 1 to 2 inches from the bottom. Lay them out on a parchment-lined baking sheet and season with a generous amount of extra virgin olive oil, salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Aim for about a half teaspoon of each, but feel free to measure with your heart. For the final touch, squeeze in the juice of 1/2 to 1 fresh lemon. This adds such a bright and flavorful element to the asparagus. I swear I make these like 3 times a week. Next, just mix around the asparagus a little bit so that all of them are evenly seasoned, and pop these in the oven for 12 to 15 minutes at 400 degrees. Now we'll move on to cooking our steak. Preheat your stainless steel pan for about 3 to 4 minutes, then add in just a little dash of avocado oil. Lay your steak down and gently press to ensure that everything is flat on the pan and will get a good sear. I cooked this steak for about 3 minutes on each side for medium rare. In the meantime, here's how our potatoes are doing. You can see they're cooking at a gentle boil and they're almost ready. Now we're gonna flip our steak over and get ready to baste it. So today I used this Kerrygold garlic and herb butter, and here's my little helper who popped into the kitchen and let me know that the steak is almost ready to eat. So when the steak has about 1 minute left to cook, we're gonna throw in 2 tablespoons of butter and fresh rosemary. Let that melt and then throw the flavors right on top of the steak for about 30 to 45 seconds. We're gonna remove our steak from the pan and let it rest for at least 10 minutes on a wooden cutting board. This is going to allow it to cook just a little bit longer and lock in all of those delicious flavors. We've got about 15 minutes left until dinner, so now is the perfect time to throw in your asparagus. Next up is the scallops. Preheat another stainless steel pan for about 3 to 4 minutes and pat your scallops dry one more time. Add in about 1 tablespoon of avocado oil, then add your scallops in one by one, making sure to press down gently so that the entire face of the scallop is cooking evenly. Let these guys cook for 1 to 1.5 minutes without interfering, and then gently flip them on the other side. You'll see that because my scallops were not completely dry on both sides, the sear isn't my best work. So learn from my mistakes and make sure your scallops are as dry as the Sahara Desert. After 1 minute, toss in 2 tablespoons of the same garlic and herb butter and squeeze fresh lemon juice across all of your scallops. Now remove these from the heat and place aside while we work on our final step, which is the mashed potatoes. So drain your water and put them back into the same hot pan and add in about 1/4 to 1/2 cup of milk and 2 to 3 tablespoons of butter. Mash your potatoes up until they are smooth and have no lumps. Add in about 1/2 cup of fresh chives and mix these in. I kept it pretty simple for these mashed potatoes, but you're also welcome to add Parmesan cheese, truffle oil, whatever you like to kind of jazz it up. Finally, take your asparagus out of the oven and we will get ready to plate our dinner. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to like this video and comment below. Also, remember to subscribe to my channel. I post a new video every single Friday where I show you how to make delicious, easy, and healthy recipes in 30 minutes or less. I also take requests, so comment below if you have any ideas for me to cook. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you on the next video.